I know that you're worried most about your children and that you're determined to protect them during this process. You know that children often feel caught in the middle when one household becomes two. The good news is that most parents reported their divorce did not have a negative impact on their children. But unfortunately, in a 2004 study, 46% of parents reported that their divorce did have a negative impact on their children. 67% of those said their children were sad, 42% said their kids were angry, and 22% said their child was devastated. That's just heartbreaking to hear. I'm going to remind you that the way you and your partner behave during this process will be the biggest predictor of how it affects your children. I know that you'll do everything within your power to help your child work through the transition with as little disruption as possible. Here are 8 tips to help you help your children. Number 1, remember your children love both of you and both of you love your children. Sure, you might show it in different ways, and you both probably think the other needs to improve. But different doesn't always mean wrong. Kids can thrive when they're raised with different parenting styles, so give each other a break. Because you're parents, you'll have to deal with each other on some level, not just until your youngest turns 18, but for the rest of your lives. There will be graduations, weddings, funerals, birthdays, and grandbabies. Your children will want both of you to be involved in everything. And that's why this next tip is so important. Number 2, begin co-parenting as soon as possible. Now I know you're tempted to say, but Cindy, you don't know my partner. Believe me, I've heard it all and I get it. But I also know that if your child was trapped in a burning building and your partner was just sitting there doing nothing, you would still take immediate action. I highly recommend that you sign up for a free service to help co-parents. There are many of them out there to choose from. My favorite is Up to Parents. In fact, I borrowed the burning building analogy from their website. You can find this awesome place of support and resources at uptoparents.org. So do your part for your child. Number 3, know what your children want. An interview of 3 children on the Up to Parents website makes it painfully clear what children want most is to spend time with both of you and for the 2 of you to stop fighting and arguing. I know you can make this happen for them. Number 4, be a rock for your children. A 2007 study noted that during divorce, parents struggle with their own feelings of depression, anxiety, anger, and betrayal, and can become emotionally distant from their children. When this happens, the parents offer fewer expressions of love, affection, and appreciation for their children. You can avoid it by taking care of yourself and making it a point to display love, affection, and appreciation for your kids out loud every day. If you can't be there in person, you can use technology to do it. Send a text, make a call. It only takes a second and it will make such a difference for your child. And it'll be a boost for you too. Number 5, notify your children's school or teachers that a change in the family is occurring so that they can pay special attention to your child and inform you of any problems. Note, this does not mean that you need to provide them with all of the gory details. Besides, one thing I've learned from teachers is that your child is probably telling them everything that's going on in your house anyway. Number 6, use technology to your advantage. There are free services to help parents in 2 households stay organized and on the same page. When you're at the soccer field and your partner's at the dentist, technology can help you find a meeting point in the middle. It finds the midpoint between 2 locations and it lists nearby restaurants and businesses where you can meet. How awesome is that? Number 7, obviously, this is a time of great change in your family. Stick to the kids' routines as much as possible while making sure that they're spending a lot of time with both of you. Going the extra mile here will help your kids tremendously. Number 8, Give your child a safe, parent-free zone. Find a counselor or support group for your child at your place of worship, at their school, or in the community. There are plenty of affordable resources available for you and your child. You probably knew about all 8 of these ideas, but I hope the reminder helps you stay focused on what your kids need.